Well, hi again guys. It's that time of year again. The mackerel is starting to show up. It's just after Christmas. There's a few Spanish and a handful of spotties starting to kick around. So what I was going to do is just once again make up one of my dead bait trawling rigs. This one's the small one I mainly use for pilchards and say small slimies, which works very well for Spanish and spotties. Okay. I have made these things in past in old videos, but this time it's a bit different. Well, I've got new lights, so hopefully you can actually see what I'm doing. Alright, so let's start. First of all, I'm just going to run, this is single strand wire. I've already cut it to about a foot long, a bit over a foot. This is 44 pound single strand, so just piano wire. Okay, the hooks we'll be using, so these are a 3/0 mustard, 7766. I use them because they're in line, they're straight, they're not offset. And the second is they're not a high tensile hook steel. They're a nice soft steel, so with a pair of side cutters here, you can open up the eyes and close them without breaking them. They're very good for ganging. And then the other things you're going to need is just one bait spring. You can usually buy these online in some tackle shops. And just a net lead. Also some tackle shops will buy them online. Okay, these are a 22 gram net lead, which is perfect for these smaller ones. Even though I do have to trim a bit off because they're a bit longer than a hook, but you'll see that in a second. And of course, just one squid to dress it up. A lot of people will tell you to run pink. I'm going to tell you, I catch fish on all the colours. It doesn't really matter on the colour of the squid, just to dress it up. I've caught squid on black ones, green ones, blue ones, pink ones, white ones. It doesn't really matter. Just choose a small squid to dress it up, that's all. Okay, time to start. So first of all, cut your wire to just over a foot, which I've done there. Okay, then put that aside. And then next, grab your 3 hooks. You should have 3 mustards, and just a pair of normal everyday side cutters from your shed. Now what we do is just put it in, just open up the eyes just a touch, like so. I don't know if you can see that. You just got to pinch it with the end of your pliers, like so. And just open them up a little bit, bend out a little bit, just don't have to do a lot. Only 2 hooks. Now we just join the 2 together, those 2. And then the top one you didn't open up, you left that one closed, like so. See? Gang hooks. Now with any sort of pairs, any pair of pliers, I'm just going to use my roller grips here, just close up the eyes now, nice and gentle. These things don't usually break. If they're breaking, you're putting way too much pressure on them. There you go. How simple is that for gang hooks? Very easy. Now the next bit, you got your sinker. It's your net leads, 22 grams. Can't put them on these hooks. As you can see, it's too long. The eye doesn't stick at the end. So what I do is just trim, probably, what's that? Nearly a centimetre, or not even that. A few mils off the end. Easiest way to do that is just measure it on your hook and you'll get an idea. I've been making a few of these lately, so I've got an idea how much to cut off. So just with your side cutters, just trim down your end. That's how much I took off. Now just crimp that under your hook, so put your hook like so, your sinker on your hook. You got your eye out the end, obviously. Now with the other pair of pliers, just basically just crimp it on, just curl it around, just do a little bit, just crimp it on. This takes a little bit. See, just go along one side, crimp it down. I'll show you in a second. See, I've just crimped down one side onto the hook. Now this bit, just fold it over the top with your pliers. It's not hard. The worst part is lead being so soft it gets stuck in the teeth a little bit. See, just crimp it down under your hook, that's it. That'll swim straight, you see, just nice and easy. Doesn't have to look too fancy. It's for chasing mackerel. As long as the bait's swimming straight, they don't really care what the rest of the rig looks like. So, we've done that. Now, with your wire, you have to do a haywire twist. Okay, so put it through the eye, leave quite a bit of tag on this, because once you've done your haywire twist, you don't break this tag off. I'll show you in a second. So I'll leave quite a bit there. It's probably 1.5 inches, a bit over. Bend it around, separate like so. Now just twist them together. Don't twist one around the other one, twist both of them around each other. About 2 or 3 times. Then bring your tag in nice and straight, close. Now wrap it around hard against itself just to finish it off. I do that about 4 or 5 times. I'll just do 3, that's 4. And leave your tag end there, like so. See, there's your haywire twist loop with your tag end. Now, good old bait spring, just on the other end, like so. And your little squid, you just cut the nipple off the end. Make sure the wire goes through the centre, or very, very close to, like so. Like so, just see, dress it. Now on the other end, it's just a little black swivel. These are just a little black crane swivel. Like I said, I only run these on to like 6 and 8 kilo for mainly spotties, but Spaniards you can jump on, so you don't need big heavy gear. So small and light and swims better. Once again, once you put the swivel on, back to a haywire twist. Just grab your pliers on this end, it's easy to hold. The other end you got the hooks. This end is not much to hold, so just use a pair of pliers, twist it around. Do the same deal, 3 or 4, you know, against each other, and then wrap it up tight at the end. That's it. Now with this tag end, we're just gonna go backwards and forwards. Some guys put a kink in it and wind it. I can't usually get that bit. So I'll just go backwards and forwards a couple of times, it will break off. Like so, it's about to break there. There we go, it just broke off. See, you can see it's just broken off. Now you run your fingers along that, there's no sharp edges on there now. Nothing for lines to get caught on. There's your mackerel rig. Okay, it's very simple. And in the next video, or 1 or 2 videos, I'm going to bait these up and I'll show you how to bait them up. They're very simple. And then when you troll these, like these are just for slow trolling. You can put them behind downriggers and troll them down deep. They do work that well that way. But what I mainly do is just run 2 at the back. Once I've got like a little slimy or a big pilly on there, boat just in gear and troll around Mermaid, Gravel Patch, Palm Beach, even out the 18s and 24s, looking for Spanish and spotties. Just slow troll these. With the pillies and small yakkers and slimies, you're going to get no tail kick, so don't worry about that. Just as long as they're tracking straight, they're swimming fine. They'll work. If they're twisting, it means you put the hooks in a bit crooked and you just have to take the bait off and do them again. And one last tip about when you're trolling these, slow trolling these, try and find some bait. If you find bait, stop your boat, because these have got 22 grams of lead on the front of them. They sink fairly quick. Let them sink down into the bait. Use a bit of judgment here, because trebles will snag you on the bottom if you let it get down too far. Just let it sink down, a bit of judgment. When you think you're roughly the bait, just drive away and pull your bait, this bait, back out of the bait school. And that is a really good way to encourage strikes, especially from Spanish mackerel. Okay, so just drive around slowly with these things that's swimming under the surface, and when you find bait, and even if you see some like arches or pencils, what we call them, around the bait, stop and let these things sink down and then pull them out of the bait and then go around and repeat the process and keep doing that. It's a good way to entice strikes. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Like I said, in the next 1 or 2 videos, I'll bait a couple of these up and show you how I bait them up and how they work. And one last thing guys, I know a lot of you haven't got time to go and make these type of rigs. They do take a bit of time, they are time consuming. So I do actually make these and sell them online. I have got my own website. I'll put a link in the description below where you can go check out these things for sale. I do use top quality gear, as you saw. There are a few different sizes and colours and stuff for the rigs I make. Like here's another one. This is with a 3D holographic skirt. Okay, bigger hooks. This one I mainly run like large slimies for Spanish. That works an absolute treat. And you'll also see a few of my skirted lures I make up at home as well, and have been doing quite well on mackerel and, not mackerel, sorry, the wahoo and the dolphinfish and blacks. They're all on there too. So mate, if you're after these type of rigs and you haven't got time to make them, check out the website and grab some. They're not that expensive. I was going to say shipping's usually quick, but this time of year, well, you know, it shouldn't be too bad. Anyway, yeah, go check it out and see what's on there, guys. You might be surprised. I'd even do some deep drop rigs and other bits and pieces. Thanks. Bye.